Hello students, welcome to our today's online class. Our today's topic is same as the previous class, simple interest. In last class we have solved two problems related to annual interest and today also we will do some maths but different formula. Actually the formula is not different, we just change the formula by its the requirement of the question. That means in last class we have already known that annual interest has a formula. Annual interest is equal to principal times interest rate divided by 100. Now if the question asks what is the principal, then what can we do? We know we will in the question annual interest and interest rate will be given and you have to find principal. Then what can we do? From this formula we can write principal is equal to principal. We want to find the principal here. So if we put principal here, then if we take this 100 to that side, on the left side we have to multiply because this is division, and if we want to take this 100 into that side, that means cross multiplication, it will be annual interest times 100. Annual interest times 100 and divided by, we have to divide this interest rate, divided by this interest rate. So we write this formula of principal from our main formula annual interest rate. We just have to write like this formula and then we do the math to find principal. Again, if you are asked what was the interest rate, that means here you are given annual interest and principal and you have to just find the interest rate. So what can we do? The formula is same, interest rate. So in the upper side it will be same, annual interest times annual interest times 100, it will be same, but in the bottom side instead of interest rate we just write principal. So this is how we can find the interest rate also. Today we will do some maths related to these questions. So let's start. At first we do question number 8. So question number 8a, at first we read the question. Some money was borrowed. We don't know how much money, that means the principal amount is not known. Some money was borrowed from a bank with an annual interest rate of 20%. That means we are given annual interest rate. So we can write given interest rate is equal to 20%, and also we are given the total interest. So annual interest also given is 2000 taka. So we need to find what was the principal. Question number A asks how much was the principal. So principal is equal to what? So we can write the formula to find the principal. Principal is equal to, we know annual interest times 100 divided by interest rate. Now if we find the value or put the value, annual interest is equal to 2000 taka times 100 and interest rate is 20% already given, we just write 20. Now if we divide 100 by 20, 21s are 20 and 25s are 100, and 5 times 2000 is 10,000 taka. So this is our principal money. This is our principal amount, which is our answer number A. Now we do answer number B. How much was the principal with interest in total? So what was the principal and interest. So this is very simple. From A we already know the principal is equal to 10,000 taka and interest already given, annual interest already given 2,000 taka. So in total, so question asks principal with interest, principal is equal to 10,000 taka, interest equal to 2,000 taka, which is already given in question. So if we just add these two, therefore total is 12,000 taka. So which is our answer? Principal with interest. That means if we add principal and interest together, we will get our answer number B. So this is the answer, 12,000 taka. Now question number C. Now we start question number C. How much interest would be paid if annual interest rate was 15%? That means in the question the interest rate was given 20%, but now the interest rate is 15%. And principal, what is the principal? Principal is what we got in number A. So we can write given principal is equal to 10,000 taka, interest rate is equal to 15%, interest rate is equal to 15%, and we have to find annual interest. Annual interest equal to what? So we know the formula already. We know annual interest is equal to principal times interest rate divided by 100. So principal is the 10,000, interest rate is 15 divided by 100 taka. So if we cancel, and we will get 1500 taka is the interest amount, which completes question number C. I hope you understand very well. Now we move on to our next question, question number 9. Question number 9. At first we read the question. Siratul borrowed 3,000 taka from a bank and paid back 3,300 taka after a year. That means principal is given. The principal is 3,000 and annual interest, you see annual interest is not given directly, but she pay back after 1 year 3,300. So 3,001 was the principal, so interest is equal to 3,300 minus 3,000. That means after 1 year she paid back 3,300, but 3,000 is the principal. So what is the only interest? The only interest is equal to 300 taka, right? This is the only interest. Now question A asks, what was the annual interest rate? That means we have to find the annual interest rate. So we can write, we know interest rate equal to interest rate. We just have to write the formula, annual interest times 100 divided by interest rate divided by principal. So this is the formula of interest rate. So annual interest here is 300 times 100 and the principal was 3,000. Now if we cancel this 0 and 0 and then 300 and 300, that means interest rate will be 10%. So after in the answer we have to write percent. Okay, or here you can write 100% here, no problem with that. So the annual interest rate is 10%, which is our question number A. Now we move on to our next question, question number B. How much taka would he pay back after 2 years if he borrowed 10,000 taka after 2 years? And the principal amount in this case is 10,000 taka, but interest rate will be same as 10%. So in this case, in question number B, we can write given principal is equal to 10,000, interest rate is equal to 10%. Principal amount is given in this question number B, and interest rate we already got from question number A. So how much would she pay back? So at first we need to find the interest, annual interest. So we know annual interest equal to we have to write the formula principal times interest rate, and then we divide by 100. So principal is 10,000, interest rate is 10% divided by 100. So if we just cancel, we will get 1,000 will be annual interest, and you know annual means 1 year. So after 2 years, therefore interest in 2 years will be 1,000 times 2, that means 2,000 taka. Now remember, you are asked, the question asked what is the payback. Payback means you have to find the total, that means principal and total interest. So finally we can write total payback. When the question asks payback, you have to add the principal amount and also the interest amount in total years, that means 2 years, 2,000. The answer will be 12,000 taka. So 12,000 taka will be the payback after 2 years. Alright, this was the question. We have already solved 8 and 9 today. Now it is time to give you some HW. Today you will have to HW do this question number 8 and 9 and extra question number 17. 8 and 9 we have already done, and 17 will be your homework for your next class. So I hope you enjoyed the class, and hopefully we will meet in the next class with a new topic. Until then, goodbye.